I never noticed it before, but there is a sickness attached to the American dream. It's something that it just occurred to me the other day. It's a sickness that's attached to greed. The people that come to this country don't just come for the family, they come for the money because America promises wealth. It promises if you poor, you're going to be rich. That's why people are coming across the border willing to drown, willing to go to jail, willing to go. It's because the American dream promises you wealth untold. And what ends up happening is the greed in this country is just amazing. And people follow it. And the Hollywood image of success and beauty and music. Americans have contaminated the world globally. Their religion, their philosophies, people are totally contaminated and they're sick with the American dream. And they hate Americans, but they can't wait to get here. I mean, they'll do whatever it takes to be wealthy, whatever it takes. They don't care. And people keep saying, let's have America be America again. The sickest thing you can get is the American dream because look at how we're all messed up with this stuff. Look what the American dream did to people. They victimize people. They go over to these other people's country and they kill them. No wonder you want to be like the victimizers because you don't want to be under the pile of the crap that they do. These countries are angry. But these people come here. I mean, the Russians hate us, but they come and they benefit from us. They get all kinds of stuff, and I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just saying, but African Americans been here since what, 14 something, 16 something, and we're parasites if we get welfare. We're parasites if we want to benefit from that. But these are people that come into this country. They get SSI, they get subsidy, they get milk, they get all of this stuff, and they never put in one thing in America at all, and yet they collect. So I'm not a hater. I'm just saying that America promotes the sickest kind of dreams, and they promote sickness in the people, and the greed that you see, the selfishness that you see, and that's why people hate liberals. They hate liberals because liberals said everybody should have an opportunity. And the people who have money say, no, they shouldn't. If they can't afford it, they should get the hell out. But the reason why they can't afford it is because of the racist activities that won't allow them. Just I heard today that a lot of people, 75% of the people who are in jail right now with this new prison reform thing coming, they may be getting out of jail. You know what their crime was? Not that they did the crime or any heinous crime, but they couldn't afford the bail that was set at such tremendous price that they did time in jail, 2 and 5 years in jail, because they couldn't afford the bail money. Their families couldn't afford it. Isn't that some sick crap? It's just crap. America, I mean, the justice system, people get paid off. The policemen, not all of them, not all of them are corrupt. Don't get me wrong, but there is a sickness in this country that has floated, not to the top, but it's floating around like chunks of shit. I'm telling you, it's sad. It's sad to watch people become greedier. And look, if you got medication, start paying attention where your medication is coming from, because they're getting stuff from China. China will send you powder. You don't know what China will send you. There are no restrictions on it. Find out what it's coming from. India, it's coming from China. There are some countries, America has changed over to cheaper. So please be careful about, a friend of mine did research. She was supposed to be taking medication And it was on the bottle, but it came from, I think it was India or China. It turned out that she had a seizure that the medication was supposed to stop, and she didn't know until they had changed the medication. So I'm talking greed. These pharmaceutical companies are so greedy to pay less and make you pay more. They don't care. They don't care about us. Why are we so turned around? This country is about business. It's about big business. It always has been. But the liberal idea was that some of us would benefit for things. But now, please, please, the sickness that is unleashed in this country, it just makes me sad. And the new year is coming, 2019. We don't know what's going to happen in 2019. Look at all the forests that's burned down. You know, developers are going to be in there putting condos and stuff in there. I'm telling you, I don't believe it's an accident to this kind of stuff. It's America. American businessmen don't care. They don't care if you ain't got no home. They don't care if you don't. I mean, there are cities and states that people are afraid of now. So I'm saying to you, please pay attention where your meds are coming from, and that's ditto for me. Please pay attention to where you're getting your medications from. Ask where you're getting them from. Where are they buying them from? Walmart, I understand, is scooping up the network, or CVS is trying to scoop up the network. They're trying to put Walgreens out of business. They're trying to put Walmart is turning into full medication only and all that stuff. These are the rumors I have heard. So I'm telling you, for the money, they'll do anything for the money. I remember my mother said, for $1. They would do that to people for $1. For $1. I ask you to make sure, because every time you hear somebody say to you, money makes the world go around, greed makes the world go around and makes people go and hunt for money. But I'm looking at how people treat their children. I'm looking how greedy children are. I'm watching. I mean, I understand that children will be children, but we're teaching them this greed early. We're teaching them money early. I know people that their kids got smartphones, they got iPads, they got all that stuff, and then they don't get nothing for their parents for the holiday. All they just do is say Merry Christmas, but they don't give. And that's just sad. I mean, it's sad when a mother and father put all their money out, go to work sick or whatever to buy their kids stuff, and their ingratitude, their selfishness. Ooh. I mean, we were taught to learn how to give and to think of other people. My friend is a grandmother, and she always takes each of her grandkids out for dinner, and when it's their birthday, and she buys them gifts and makes sure they have presents on top of presents for the holiday. And when she had her birthday, a month ago or 2 months ago, they called up and said, "Happy birthday to you," and then hung up. Nobody bought her anything, didn't give her a card, didn't make a card, didn't make a macaroni necklace, none of that. And she asked them the other day, I made a post the other day, I said, stop being so damn predictable. Stop being a patsy. Stop being somebody else's fool. Because sometimes you think, sometimes people spit on your giving. And when they told Jesus, they said, what was it? I can't remember. When he said, shake the dust off your feet. If they don't receive you, if you come with goodness in your heart, you come to their door and you come with goodness and you come with a blessing and they turn you away. He said, shake the dust off your feet, because they don't know that heaven came to visit them today. So you are heaven on earth. And if you remember that, and remember that sometimes you got to shake the dust off your feet and not allow yourself to be used anymore. You can still do good. You can still do that. But don't let the American sickness of greed take you over. Don't do it for the money. I help people not because I want anything back from them. And I have family members sometimes say, well, you know, they're using you. You can't use me if I give it to you willingly. You can't steal from me what I have in my hand for you to take. And when I decide that it's enough, then I'm done. I shut down. But I tell you, please, this is coming into 2019. Make yourself uh, open to the goodness that can be spread in you. Don't be ripped off. Don't be stupid. Don't allow the same people to dip in the well and they don't care. Because here's a friend who's taking care of her nieces and nephews because she said, oh, the mom doesn't have the money, so I'm paying for the daycare. The mom doesn't have the money, so I'm taking the child back and forth because the mom doesn't have the money. And I said, excuse me, did she buy them Christmas gifts? She said, of course she did. She did. She's a mother, and they are her children. I said, oh, but she can't pay for daycare for her children? She can't afford to pick up her children? You are paying for the daycare. You are paying to pick the child up every day. Yet she gets her nails done. She gets her tracks in. And she has enough money to buy them Christmas presents. But my friend couldn't hear me because she's so used to being a patsy. I love her. I call it a patsy, and I tell her to her face, I said, you're being a patsy. Oh, but she had to do that for her kids. Yeah, her kids, not yours. When are you going to live your life? Some of you grandparents, some of you parents, you have raised your children 15 times from the time they went to college to the time they come back. You still doing for their kids. You're still buying. When will you wake up? But let me shut up and let me say this one thing. If that's okay with you and that makes you happy, what I'm saying don't make sense, okay? What I'm saying, if you don't mind that kind of treatment, if you don't mind that kind of ways that you are treated and you feel good about it, then keep on keeping on. May God bless you real good. Love you. December 30th, 2018.